FVP Platinum batteries work. They're built to start, period. You know what works. FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP, reach for what works.
Welcome to today's broadcast of the championship game of the Lumberjack Cup PWAA division here on Youth Hockey Hub. I'm Tony Scott, bringing you this game live from St. Croix Recreational Center in Stillwater, Minnesota. The #1 team in the state, Chaska-Chanhassen, has not lost yet this year. They are the defending champions of the Big Pumpkin. This is their second tournament. They are the favorites, prohibited favorites, and they've taken care of all of their opponents. One little test yesterday, 6-3 with Duluth East. Other than that, they've put the remainder of their teams into running time. Osseo-Maple Grove has had a nice run as well. They won their pool. They won their semifinal game today with Duluth East, 4-0. And they will be going right to left in their white with black and maroon trim. And Chaska-Chan will have black uniforms with purple and cream trim. Leading scorers for each team. Javon Moore has 12 points for the Stormhawks, #7 for Chaska-Chan. And Gabe Gallivan, big defenseman, #9, has 6 points for the Leafbirds. Here are the starting lineups. First for Chaska-Chan. All right, here we go. Game time. Top two teams in this tournament easily will face off. Few of the players, handful of the players from Osseo-Maple Grove won this championship last year as Pee Wee Single A's. See if they can win it again. I know Luke Giuliani was on that team. I know David Kukkonen was on that team. I'm sure a few others were, but those are just from memory. The Leaf Birds, which is a battle of acronyms today, OMG and CC, and a battle of made-up nicknames of birds. So here we go. Here's Luke Giuliani down the far side. Tries to get around Charchenko. Takes it down low. Feeds in front. Oh, a big save right out of the gate by Adam Kimbrell. And Christ will bring it back to his backhand. Shot on. Easy save for Villagomez. And a whistle to his left, 39 seconds in. McPartland loses the puck off the draw, now holds it in. Into his own zone goes Curtis. This is Ben Curtis, flips one out. That hits Moore in the back. Taken away by Kukkonen. David Kukkonen gets it in and gets a change. Knocked away, picked up by Moore. Javon Moore makes a nice move, goes around his man, cuts through traffic, slides it through the blue paint, but no one home to carry it away. Here comes Dean, Cameron Dean. Dumps it in. Dean, a first-year skater. Very few first years on either of these teams. If you make this team as a first year, you're a star in the making. Picked the pocket. Here's Nelson. Cuts in, shot. Goes just wide. Oh, he had a great chance. Danny Nelson. Gets it again. Quad. To Nelson. Shot! Saved by Kimbrell. Fed down low. Back to the point. Good hustle there by Plod, taken away. Here comes Brunder, all alone. Shot goes just wide. Actually, that was saved by Villagomez. Two great chances here in the opening minutes. Kleber in his skates. Slides one across to Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp in a big collision. We're going to get a penalty on... Yes, or is it offsides? On Osseo-Maple Grove, I believe. Yes, tripping. So Chaska-Chan will go on the power play early on, and that one's going to be on Nelson. Feet got tangled up, and they called a trip. 11:35 in. Stelgis swings it around, held in by Eulenkamp. Poked off the play by Kukkonen. Kukkonen cuts through, takes it wide on Kleber, slides it towards Moses. Moses has it. Slows it down. Slid across. Now bringing it out is Patka. Patka to Brunder. Brunder slides it down low, picked up by Gallivan. Gallivan to Stelgis on a Dean stick. Dean clears it to center. Chasing it down is Giuliani. Giuliani will race after it and try to eat some time off the Chaska-Chan power play. Loses it. Now he gets it back. Good hustle by Giuliani. Oh, great play. Flips it into the zone. He'll get a change. Giving chase to him is Dean. Now Zemer. Zemer, rink-wide pass right on the tape of Christ. Christ has got Schultz open. Slows it down, back to Zemer. Zemer, quick pass to Jensen. Jensen slides it down low to Schultz. Backdoor feed to Charchenko, who can't control it. in high, shot Jensen, glove saved by Villagomez. Evan Villagomez, the equalizer on that one, stops it and keeps the score 0-0. At the 10-11 mark. Zemer, quick shot, another save, Villagomez. That shot was by Brody Zemer. .26 to go on the power play. Sweeping it around. Back out. This is Schultz. Taken away by Giuliani. Giuliani pokes at it. Out to center. Retreating into his own zone is Charchenko. Charchenko slides one across to Schultz. Schultz poked off the puck. Christ holds it, crosses the line. Goes through a couple of players. Now Zemer with a chance. To his backhand. Slides it back door. Oh! Chris knocked it out of the air and it hit the crossbar. And out. Chris again with a shot. Saved Villagomez. Evan Villagomez brought his A game today. He'll need it. If the Leaf Birds are going to have a chance to beat Chaska-Chan today. Schultz slides the puck out, slid back in by Gallivan. Curtis loses it. Now it's picked up by Curtis. Into his feet, knocking it away is Gavin Anderson. Now Moore with it. Moore. Taken back and bringing it out, regrouping it is Curtis. Curtis banks one off the wall to Javon Moore. He is dangerous. Makes a nice move, takes his man wide, feeds it down low, gets it back. Javon Moore feeding it in front, it's loose, taken away. Picked up by the Leaf Birds, number 17, Andrew Karkosh. Karkosh battles with it. Good hustle there by Dean. He gets punched off the puck. Curtis slides it across on a regroup to McPartland. McPartland looking for more. Loses it. Now getting it back. In front, Moore. Shot, save Villagomez. Back to the point. Here's Charchenko. Cuts in, shot. Another big save by Villagomez as he covers up with 7:33 to go as we near the halfway point of the first period. No score between Chaska-Chanhassen and Osseo-Maple Grove. Today's game is brought to you by FVP Parts. We'll name an FVP MVP at the end of the game, as well as a small trophy presentation where we'll talk about the players, hand out an MVP award, and our very stylish Lumberjack Cup trophy. Down low, this is Lunsky. Sweeps it to Eulenkamp. Knocks it out. And now poked out to center, picked up by Gallivan. Gallivan angle passes one. Intercepted by the Stormhawks. Eulenkamp to Curtis. Curtis to Patka. Patka with a nice little move, knocked away by Gallivan at the blue line. Lunsky and Giuliani battle in neutral zone. Eventually, Stell just gets it, dumps it in, and get a fresh set of Leaf Birds on the ice. Brunder to Curtis. A little heavy on the pass. Picked up, dragged down was number 13, Lucas Bush, and the Leaf Birds will go on the power play as Tanner Brunder will go to the penalty box for tripping with 6:21 to go in the first period. FBP has a dominating lineup Reach for what works with FVP oil, antifreeze, stay tuned, batteries, and more. Visit your local automotive shop or retailer for FVP products. Back to the point. This is Stelgis, gets it back to Gallivan. Gallivan, down low, shot, saved by Kimbrough. That one was fired on by Gavin Anderson. Second-year defenseman. Danny Nelson will take the draw with Schultz. Anderson battles along the wall. Jensen gets it. Banks one off the wall. And now there's Nelson on the half wall. Sweeps around to his backhand, holds it. Sets it up to Stelgis. Stelgis, a defenseman, down low on the power play, gets it back to Gallivan. Gallivan with a shot low, tipped by Stelgis. It's loose, Kimbrough after it. Still loose, and he finally covers it. And a little pushing and shoving in front, but no harm, no foul. We get a whistle with a minute 18 on the power play for Osseo-Maple Grove. 5:39 to go in the game, in the first period. That would have been a really fast game had it been 5:39 to go. Back to the point, Gallivan. Nelson, quick shot. Backdoor feed. Wines, fires. That's Danny Nelson ripping one, fanned on it. Now breaking it out. That's going to be Zemer. And both referees were staring down the ice, and I think they missed a trip on Zemer. Zemer's got a breezer full of snow, but no tripping call to go for it. Good hustle there by Brody. 52 to go. There's Nelson and Schultz on the draw. That's Zemer, excuse me. Smith banks one back to Kleber, who knocks it out to center. To Gallivan. Gallivan to Anderson. Anderson will storm in with it. Takes it wide. Kleber defends nicely. Picked up by Jensen. Or this is Smith, sorry. Smith takes it in, flips it in, and into the netting, and we're going to whistle with 27 to go on the power play. 4:47 to go in the first period here of the championship game. I think one of the keys to the game is probably being met right now by Osseo-Maple Grove. Don't let Chaska-Chan get out to a 2-goal lead. 1 goal is manageable, but once these guys get to 2, maybe even 3, it's really hard to come back on them. Saw it today, they led 1-0 after the first period, and within a minute and 10 seconds, they were leading 4-0. They can score in bunches. I think that Osseo-Maple Grove is equal to the task. They're gonna be able to hang with them, hopefully for the entire game, and maybe even spring an upset. Here comes Gallivan. Taking it wide. Into the zone, feeding it in front, knocked down. Kleber. Stick handling through a bunch of traffic. McPartland skates off sides. And now both teams will reset themselves. Something to do with the clock, cutting in. Fed front, now they're screening at the clock. The clock is understood. Here comes Dean back. Dean crosses the line, shoots one on. Kimbrough with a save. Here comes Moore back. Moore, shot. Over the net and wide. Poking out, but holding it in is Charchenko. One goes off the wall, held in by Moore. Sweeps away, cuts through a couple. Shot, save Villagomez, covered. And it's saved and frozen with 3:56 to go. Evan Villagomez played much of his off-season hockey at the Machine Orange 05. Guess who was on his team? Javon Moore. They're going head-to-head for, I don't know if it's the first time, but a little reunion. Shooter and goaltender. Battling along the wall. Whipping around is Stelgis to Kukkonen. Kukkonen finds one off the glass, giving chase is Moses. Preston Moses. Now Lunsky clears the zone. Moses is going to go away for a 2-minute stay in the sin bin. He's going to get a hook, I believe, or a high stick, one of the two. Hooking. 3:24 to go. And we'll see if the Stormhawks can cash in here on a power play opportunity. Anderson sweeps it around, held in by Kleber. Kleber battling with Nelson. Two former Great Plains players, one's in 05, one's in 06. Played in our tournament called The Show 2 to 3 summers ago. Back to the point, here's Curtis. To Lunsky, wrist shot low, steered away by Villagomez. Kleber back to Curtis. Curtis slides to Lunsky for another shot. Blocker save, Villagomez. Battling along the wall. Good effort there, back to Curtis on the top of the umbrella. Slides to Lunsky. Lunsky tries to thread it through, can't. Picked up by Smith. Jensen to Lunsky, little give and go. Opportunity in front. Villagomez knocks that one wide. Curtis again. Slides it across. Lunsky. Down to Brunder. Brunder will hold it. 47 to go on the power play. Slap shot. Faked. Gets it down low. Brunder to Lunsky. Lunsky. High slot feed to Curtis. That hops the stick. Now Giuliani's going to outrace Lunsky for the puck. Into the corner. Having a deja vu to their last penalty kill. He did the same thing. Here comes Patka. Patka. Try to skate it through a couple Leaf Birds. Holds it. Pushed a bit by Galvin. No call. Good hustle by Galvin. 13 to go. This is Plot on the hash mark. Picked up by Charchenko. Charchenko to Schultz with a wrister and a glove save by Evan Villagomez. With 1:29 to go. Here in the first period, no score between Chaska-Chan and Osseo-Maple Grove. Shot, glove save, Villagomez. Lots of brothers in this game, younger brothers in this game of familiar names. You have Charchenko, who just shot that one. His brother plays for Holy Family, recent Holy Family graduate. Brady Zemer's little brother Brody just fed the puck to Charchenko. Both were at Holy Family. There comes a brother right here, little brother David Kukkonen, whose brothers Kyle and Trevor play at Maple Grove High School and are committed to Michigan Tech. Both teams full strength, under a minute to go. Kukkonen Fires it in. Plod gives chase to Eulenkamp. Zemer. Oh, and Bush get tied up. Now Anderson. Anderson looks to go along with it. That hits a stick, but it was before the red line, and we get a icing with 28 seconds to go in the period. So far, all boxes checked for Coach Scott Alexander, head coach for Osseo-Maple Grove. Along the wall. That's Moore battling with it, taken away by Plod. Plod battling with it, taken away by Eulenkamp. Flips it to McPartland. Eulenkamp crosses the line, taken away by Nelson. Nelson looking for one last chance. 1 second, shot goes just over the bar as the clock expires. And we'll go to a break here. We'll be back after a short break and a mention from our sponsor, FVP Parts.
You know what works? FVP Platinum batteries work. They're built to start, period. You know what works? FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP, reach for what works.
We're back live, second period, no score between Osseo-Maple Grove and Chaska-Chan. No score. Between these two top seeds. In the Lumberjack Cup. They flashback to broadcasting a championship game. 2013 here, 5 years ago. Rochester and Duluth East played in the championship game. Duluth East had Carson Cochran and Baker and Ricky Lyle, all kids that are seniors now. They were in 7th grade 5 years ago. And they played a whale of a game. It was an exciting game to broadcast. And my sound wasn't on. So the entire game I broadcasted screaming and hollering, and not one word was heard by the people in Rochester or Duluth. It was surely a magical afternoon for me, let me tell you. It was a really good game, though, nonetheless. Well, it's right here at the Rec Center in the Lumberjack Cup final. That's a really good tournament. We're excited to be part of it again this year. Kukkonen loses it, picked up by Brunder. Brunder gets it past Anderson. Now he's got to contend with Bush. Anderson to Moses, can't quite get his stick on it. Battling with it, gets it through. Now a chance for Chaska. Shot by Patka, saved by Villagomez. Grabs that one. And we get a face-off, slapping it. Gallivan taken away by Patka. Back to the point. Golfing one at the net. Knocked down. Picked up by Bush. Bush collides with Patka, and we get a hammered into the boards. And Bush goes down. Patka's going to go to the box for a high stick. And the Leafbirds will go on the power play. And Patka shaking his head in disgust. I don't know if that was a high stick as much as it was a body check. He just took him out, and Bush took a real funny fall, awkward fall, and I think that was sometimes counts for about 50% of referees' reasoning for making a call as the potential injury that the play caused. Gallivan with a shot, saved by Kimbrell. Lunsky gets it out, picked up by Brunder. Brunder brings it in, wrist shot save, but not controlled by Villagomez. Lunsky picked up by Nelson. Danny Nelson, he'll take it wide, down to the center. Stops it, slides it to Anderson. Anderson back to Gallivan. Gallivan takes his center shot, knocked away. Now some numbers for Charchenko and Christ. Christ feeds to Charchenko in a great play. Now it's taken away by Charchenko again with a shot. Glove save by Villagomez. And he hangs on to it with 11:39 to go in the second period. And a whistle and a face-off to his left. Still no score here. Longer this game wears on, the better it is for Osseo-Maple Grove. Tells us that they're keeping Chaska, high-powered offense, at bay. Hermantown did the same thing. Uh-oh, here comes Zemer all alone. He's chopped down by Dean. And he'll go to the box, and that'll even things out with a differential of 1:19. So Chaska will go 4-on-4 for 41 seconds, and then 1:19 of power play for Chaska-Chan. Not a bad penalty there by Cameron Dean. Zemer with electric speed was able to get by his initial man, and then Dean had to take him down. Here's Zemer. Back to Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp with the slapper blocked by Giuliani. Here's Anderson. Anderson sweeps it around. Picked up by Christ. Taken away by Anderson. They'll play 4-on-4 for another 20 seconds. Into his own corner. This is Owen Smith. Smith slides it over to Giuliani. Giuliani gets it past the checkered line. Cuts in the zone. He's got a little space now. Wrister, that's blocked by Kleber. Now back the other way comes Christ. Christ and Zemer. Zemer almost runs into Pat because he gets out of the box. It's taken away by Giuliani. Giuliani's got some space. He's cut off by Jensen. And back the other way comes Schultz. Schultz to his backhand. Feeds it in front. Rebound chance for McPartland. He's stuffed by Villagomez on a big save. Now Plod collides at the blue line with Curtis. Moore to Schultz. Schultz takes it wide. Holds it. Holds it again. Feeds it back to Moore. Moore to Jensen. Jensen to Curtis with a shot. Blocker saved by Villagomez. Slides back into position with 30 to go on the power play for Chaska-Chan. Moore slides one way, now another. Slipping it across to Curtis with some space. His shot's blocked by Smith. Smith chips it out of the zone. Giving chase is Plod. Jensen slides it to Moore. Moore cuts through a couple guys. Shot. Save Villagomez with 7 to go on the power play for Chaska-Chan. Osseo-Maple Grove hanging tight with the state's number one team in the state. Charchenko to Moore. Moore winds it up, holds it, takes it wide, goes to his backhand, back to the point to Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp to Charchenko. Slides to McPartland. McPartland in front, one-timer, it's loose. Moore goes for the backhand wraparound. It's poked out, and Tyler Smith and Villagomez get connected in front of the net, knocking the net off of its moorings. And we get a whistle with 8:50 to go. Both teams even strength here in the second period. Splash ice melt shaker bag. Simply tear it open and shake on them surfaces where safety really matters. Eulenkamp slaps it up, knocks it out of play. Smith takes it into the zone. Back to the point. Slides through Charchenko's skates. Now Smith. Loses it to Moore. They battle. Bringing it out now is Owen Smith. To Moses. Moses goes down. Picking it up is Bush. Bush crosses the line. Nice move. Taken away. We're going to get a penalty. There was a little bit of stick work. A slash. This one's on Eulenkamp. He knew what it was for. He saw it. I didn't. Slashing on Eulenkamp, and Osseo-Maple Grove will go on the power play with 8:03 to go in the second period. Stelgis down the near side, back behind the net. Gallivan's shot deflected, hits some traffic and goes into the corner. Out to the near side, here comes Lunsky, he's dangerous. Alex Lunsky, wrist shot, glove save by Villagomez. Comes up big on that one. He's got to be north of 15 saves already today. Chaska-Chan has not really opened it up offensively. It's been a fairly even 50-50 game, I'd say. Here's a dangerous winger, David Kukkonen with it. Slides one around to the hash mark. Back to the point, Nelson. Nelson slides it across and it taken away. Good play there by Smith. Fed in front, Nelson with a wrister. That one goes wide. Curtis cut off by Stelgis, sweeping across. That one's gonna go all the way down, and icing is called with 54 to go in the power play. 6:57 to go in the game, in the second period. Huge shout out to FVP Parts for sponsoring today's game. Jensen makes a nice little play there, gets it out of the zone. Brunder will race after it. He and Danny Nelson, two big boys, very talented skaters. Here's Stelgis. Holds it, crosses the line, chased down by Brunder. Brunder pokes at him, feeds it into the zone, chases after it is Anderson. Anderson and Jensen will battle, as will Charchenko. A host of CC and OMG players down in the corner. Back to the point, Gallivan. Gallivan with a slapper. That one goes wide. Over the net. Sliding right, here comes Brunder. Brunder chased down by Anderson. Anderson looks back for Charchenko. Now into the zone. Goes Plod. Now Chaska-Chanhassen, you hear a too many men call. As Osseo looked a little out of sorts on the line change. Here's Zemer with a slapper, save Villagomez. Brings it up to center, dumping it in is Stelgis, who's logged a ton of minutes today for the Leaf Birds. You know, both teams look a little tired. Gonna need a little extra boost here to start making some things happen. Here we go, shot, big save there. Tyler Smith with a big steal and an opportunity. Battling along the wall, back to the point. Fed in front, here's a chance, Schultz, backdoor feed. Oh, how didn't that go in? Great pass by Schultz to Zemer. Zemer to Smith, shot, pad save, Villagomez. Good pass and catch there by the Stormhawks. Kleber races back, icing called, and a good bit of pressure there by the Stormhawks. Something we haven't seen a ton of today. They've had some chances and definitely had more shots on goal, but yesterday against Duluth East, it was just a barrage at times. In the corner, here comes Danny Nelson with it. He clears the zone. Here comes Moore, gets it back. Moore to Smith, taken away by Gallivan. Gallivan clears the zone. That's gonna be offsides on Plod. 4:08 to go in the second period. We'll only take a 60-second break between the periods. We'll go straight through after the game. We will present FVP, MVP here on the set, and then go down and deliver the tournament MVP, runner-up, and championship trophy to the winning team. Jensen to McPartland, loses it, turns it back over to Dean, and offside for the Leaf Birds. 3:53 to go. Dumping it into the zone. That's Kuznick. Gets it on the stick of Karkosh. Battles for it. Another offside, maybe? Yes. Bush on the draw. Sliding across. Here comes Lunsky. Lunsky crosses the line with the puck. Takes his man through the crease. The puck goes. And eventually back to center. Here's Eulenkamp. To Jensen. Jensen one-timer to Lunsky. Cut off nicely by Bush. Charchenko falls down. Now Brunder to Jensen. Jensen slips it to Lunsky. Taken away by Kukkonen. Kukkonen gets it back to Anderson, who floats one into the zone. Goes behind Kimbrell. And out. Brunder fights through a couple, feeds one in front. Taken away, chance, it's loose, still loose. And eventually Villagomez covers it, I think. Yes, he does cover it. He's got black gloves and black breezers, obviously. So it sometimes mixes in with the puck. And he's got some black on his pad. So it was covered. I lost sight of it. And if I lost sight of it, I got just as good an angle as the ref at this point. Blew it dead. Plod looking for Nelson. Nelson and Giuliani's got him. Giuliani with a shot. Oh, a big play there, both offensively and defensively. Here come the Stormhawks back. He's got some space. Shot Christ off the blocker. Good shot there by Jack Christ. Really handcuffed Villagomez. What a pass by Danny Nelson to Giuliani, but two great defensive plays by the Stormhawks on the back check. 2:16 to go here in the second period. Shot, save Villagomez. Couple of Stormhawks fans, uh-oh, net is off. Villagomez looks a little shaken up. One key scratch for Chaska-Chan today. Sam Sheets, not in the lineup, has been out for with an upper body injury, we'll call it. Broken collarbone a few weeks ago. Reports are he'll be back in action in a week or so. Chaska-Chan has a tough schedule in the coming days. After today's championship game, they'll face Edina tomorrow, who's in the top 5, and Woodbury, who's in the top 5, the number 2 and number 3 teams in the state. Teams right behind them. They still got to deal with Osseo-Maple Grove, who will climb the rankings after this weekend. And Charchenko's going to go to the box for some type of infraction. That Lucas Bush he stirs the pot a bit. I mean that in a good way. He gets after it pretty hard and gives the other team some trouble in the greasy areas. Partland tries to grab it. Oh, Gavin Anderson passes it back to Gallivan after he was outside the zone. Now it's loose. Picking it up is McPartland. Minute to go in the second period. Fired on net, picked up by Gallivan. Let's see if Osseo can get their power play going here. Get things set up. Haven't seen it quite get set up where they really want to get to do things, getting comfortable. There's a lot of pressure Chaska's putting on them. Here's a chance for Nelson. That one goes wide. That's a pretty good play. I like that. Anything that gets the puck on Danny Nelson's stick for a one-timer. In front for Kukkonen with a one-timer. Batting at it is Nelson. Trying to collect it is Kimbrough. And close to going in, but no, is the puck. Kimbrough finally covers it with 19.1 to go, and we'll go to a break after the period ends. A sponsor break, and we'll be right back here to call the finish. Still no score. It's like soccer out there right now. Fed in front, rebound, good chance there for Kukkonen. Can't get his stick on it. And that'll do it for the second period here from the St. Croix Rec Center. No score between Chaska-Chan and Osseo-Maple Grove. I'm Tony Scott. We'll be back here from Stillwater in about 60 seconds.
You know what works? FVP Platinum batteries work. They're built to start, period. You know what works? FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP, reach for what works.
All right, we're back for the third period here on YHH. Chaska-Chan 23-0 to start the season. They've outscored their opponents 30-3 in the Lumberjack Cup. The lone meeting between these two teams, Chaska-Chan and Osseo-Maple Grove. November 12th. Chaska-Chan won that one 5-1. Talked to Coach Scott Alexander from Osseo-Maple Grove. He says this is the first week of the season. They've been all real healthy, a full squad of players. He says he's noticed a big difference in their team. One notable returnee is Luke Giuliani, who's missed a lot of time. And that helps. Coming back to this team, one of their best players. Taking away Patka, 13 to go on the power play, a little 2-on-1. Anderson hustles his way back into the play to pretty much eliminate the 2-on-1 aspect of it. And now Chaska-Chan is full strength, knocked down by Kleber. Nice move by him. Holds it. Slides it to Moore. Moore, nice move. He weaves so nicely with the puck. Really deceptive with his stick handling and skating. Giuliani's shot goes just wide. Under 13 to go. Eulenkamp fires one rink wide to Kleber. Kleber looks for a chance. Softly lays one in, but a little too hard, and we get a whistle with 12:41 to go in the game. No score. Donuts on the scoreboard. Here from the St. Croix Rec Center, I'm Tony Scott, founder and publisher of Youth Hockey Hub. It's been a blast to watch so many great players over the years develop their games on the rinks of Minnesota. Behind the net, feeding it in front. That's Karkosh, back to the point. Smith dumps one into the zone. Now Schultz, rink wide to Christ, deflected. Oh, don't you love that? One ref puts the arm up for icing and the other one waves it off. It was right near the line. It was right near the line. And they had it waved off. I think what they might end up doing is go center ice on this. Actually, no, he called icing. This is gonna be one of those really interesting calls where the face-off, it was a inadvertent call, and believe it or not, it was gonna be icing. They didn't go. It's gonna be a face-off to the right of Villagomez. Watch this. It's one of the weirdest rules in hockey. I still don't understand. they were both calling the opposite call. And yeah, it will be a face-off down there, and the Maple Grove fans are going to be, they don't know the rule. I think the rule is stupid too, but don't call the ref stupid. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. It's a goofy rule, but anytime that happens, it's actually where the puck was being shot, not the actual rule. To me, one of those calls should just be a center ice call. But nope, that's the USA rule. Here comes Giuliani. Down low. Sweeping it. And now Chaska gets it. Curtis to Jensen to Zemer. Zemer floats one in the air. That won't be icing. Gallivan wins the race back to it. He has really got some speed and strength. Chips it up, gets it past his man, holds it on the hash mark. Gets it to Smith. Smith makes a move, shoots it low, knocked down. Here's a chance for Bush with a shot and a save by Kimbrell. With Giuliani in front, causing a little commotion. And now we're at 11:09 to go as we head into the later stages of the third period. Lucas Bush on the draw with Javon Moore. Picked up by Eulenkamp. Hits the skate of Charchenko. Kukkonen with a shot that goes just wide. David Kukkonen has been very impressive this whole weekend. Coming into the championship game with 5 points in 4 games. Had a goal and assist for the Leaf Birds in the semis. Moore in the skates, knocking it away, picking it up. Here comes Tyler Smith, dangerous with it. Cuts loose to Moore, who's even more dangerous. Cuts through, shot, it's loose. Villagomez comes up big again. Javon Moore makes a move, gets it loose. Villagomez hops on top of it with another big save. With 10:24 to go in the third. Sweeping around, there's Giuliani to Nelson. Here's a 2-on-1, Nelson and Plod. Slides it to Plod, just off of his stick and goes just wide. Good chance there by Plod. Back to Gallivan with a wrister, deflected, tipped. Golden opportunity for Giuliani. That puck goes through the crease and hits Eulenkamp. Now Patka takes it wide. Wrist shot, blocker save by Villagomez. Picked up Brunder. Held in by Kleber. Kleber with a chance. Quick shot, hits traffic, fed in front, tickles through, and Brunder gives the Stormhawks a 1-0 lead. Tanner Brunder on his birthday knocks one home to make it 1-0. Tanner Brunder gives the Stormhawks the lead at 9:42 in the third period. Lots of time for the Leaf Birds to come back and tie it. 23-game winning streak on the line for Chaska-Chan. That puck just trickled through a couple different legs, and Brunder, Johnny on the spot on the back door, taps it home. Here's Kleber, holds it, slips it through to Christ on the far side. Christ cutting in, shot, covered up by Villagomez. No chance. That goal was Villagomez's fault. That thing deflected like a pinball machine off about 9 different people with skates. Finally it off the stick and took Villagomez, who slid to his left and left the right side of the net open, and he's able to finish it. Moses on the hash mark, pinched down nicely by Jensen. Fed up the wall, knocked in by Moore. Quick shot, pad save by Villagomez. Jensen keeps the zone. Good pressure now by the Stormhawks. Swept out, chipping it out to center, picking it up is Jensen. Jensen to McPartland. Now the Stormhawks are cooking. Leaves it back for Moore. Intercepted by Moses. Battling down the wall. Here's Smith. Smith to McPartland. Held in by Charchenko with a slapper. That's knocked down. It's open, wide open in front of the net. Somehow Villagomez is able to hold the wall down, hold the wall in place, and keep the score 1-0. 7:52 to go. Moore battling along the wall, taken away by Danny Nelson. Nelson will take it wide, 2-on-2. Around Eulenkamp. Eulenkamp makes a big defensive play on the big boy from Maple Grove there. Cutting through, Nelson putting the team on his back. I've seen him do it many a time. You just load it up and get after it. Here's McPartland getting the puck deep as his team gets a change. He'll hold the zone. Ryan McPartland slides one in front, trickles through traffic. Very similar to their first goal. And the only goal for that matter in this game. Shot on, save Villagomez. Couple chances, couple big saves, couple big plays, stopping Brunder in front. Good defensive play there by Gavin Anderson. Clock ticks now, under 7 minutes to go. 6:50 remaining. Kleber to Patka. Patka spins around, regroups it for the Stormhawks. Crossing the line a little early was Lunsky and I think Brunder as well. Huge shout out to FVP Parts for their sponsorship of today's show. Thank you to FVP Parts for all the sponsorship, for all the live streams we've been able to deliver to hockey fans of all shapes and sizes and fandom. Covering high school hockey, pee-wee hockey, girls hockey, squirt hockey. You name it, we're covering it all over Minnesota. Thank you to FVP Parts for making that possible. Into the zone. Go the Leaf Birds as the clock ticks close to 6 minutes. Runder goes into the corner, feeds one off the wall, out of the zone. Icing waved off on this one. Gallivan will go back into his own corner. Sweeps it to Stelgis. Stelgis had a couple options, finds Kukkonen, who's got such good stick work along those boards. It's a skill that just goes so unnoticed when a kid gets that puck. How can he quickly deliver it from a standing still position? And David Kukkonen does it as well as anybody I've seen this year. Here comes McPartland with Schultz to Zemer. Steers that one wide. Fed in front, Zemer was open. Now bringing it back is Bush. He fans on it, taken away by Chris. Chris with a wrister, holds it, takes it wide. Kukkonen along the wall, wins the race, gets it back, chips it out and gets a change. Sweeping it out. Here's Zemer with a slap shot. Blocker save, high into the air, knocked down by Stelgis. Fed in front, sweeping it out. Stelgis into the corner for Giuliani. Giuliani bangs one off the wall out to Charchenko. Nice little stick work there by Charchenko. Zemer slips it into Smith. It's loose. Oh, I don't know how that one didn't go in. It went just wide. Not a crazy scream or holler on that one. That was a definite goal scoring opportunity. Here comes Danny Nelson on Charchenko. He'll take it middle and plod. Oh, they don't call offside on that one. It looked like he was offside by a mile. Shot on, covered up. Yeah, Plod definitely didn't put the brakes on hard enough and crossed the line before Nelson did with the puck. But no harm, no foul. You don't want to see a missed call reward a team with a goal. And that was a definite missed one there. 4:18 to go in the game. 1-0 lead for Chaska-Chan. Here comes Eulenkamp. Gavin Eulenkamp gets it up to Moore. Javon Moore on the half wall. Goes through a couple. Into the corner he goes. Knocking it down, sweeping it in front. A good chance. If there's a big goal scoring opportunity and Moore's on the ice, very good chance Javon is delivering a pass. He just did it again there. Fed in front. Chipping one off the wall. It catches some snow. Yes, it is off. It is going to be icing. A lot of snow on this ice. Snow resurfaces in those hour-and-a-quarter games. So third period, the ice gets a little bit choppy and filled with some snow along those near boards. 3:33 to go in the game. Javon's grandpa, Glenn here, commenting, I got the game I was looking for. Yeah, nice tight one. A little excitement. We like that. We don't like boring games. Get on the edge of your seat and watch this one. Enjoy it. We're especially excited delivering games to grandparents. There's a group in Langley, British Columbia, watching their grandson Cameron today play a great game. There's grandparents in Japan watching. I'm guessing there's some in Arizona and Florida as well. We really appreciate you tuning in and watching this game. Patka crosses the line. In traffic. That shot by Brunder launches off of a stick into the netting with 3:02 to go in the game. Still same score, 1-0. Stormhawks. Nelson ejected from the face-off circle. Anderson goes into the corner, picked up by Patka. Patka sweeps it around. Fighting in the with it is Anderson. Fed from one-timer. Shot, big save, Villagomez. It's still loose in the crease. And Evan Villagomez dives on top of it. Following him are a couple Stormhawks looking to jar it loose. They can't. Clock comes to a rest at 2:45 to go. Third period, game on the line. Can Osseo-Maple Grove tie it up? Can Chaska put the game away? For how low scoring it is, next goal is all important. Anderson, clock is ticking. That one hops out to Curtis. Curtis fakes it to Jensen. It's taken away by Giuliani. Now the Leaf Birds gain the zone. Good hustle there by Schultz. To Curtis. Curtis with it. Brings it out, holds it, sweeps it, controls it. Nice play there by Curtis. Now it's turned over to Nelson. Uh-oh, he's trouble. Now Giuliani with it. Shot. Hits a shin pad of friendly fire. His own teammate, Plod. Now Zemer gets it. Feeds it to Christ. Christ and Anderson. Christ happy just to get it to the net. Kill some more clock. We're under 2 to go now. 1:50 to go. How much time will it take before they pull their goalie? Feeding it back to the point, holding it in. A timeout probably coming on the next whistle. That shot by Kukkonen goes in. Now hopping the ice is Gallivan. He'll pick it up. Cutting it in, Gallivan. Gallivan shot. Hits traffic. We're at 1:25 to go. Taken away. Here's Smith back the other way. Tyler Smith clears the checkered line. Takes it in. Wraparound stopped by Villagomez with 1:12 to go in the game. And yes, Scott Alexander calls his timeout to rest his proper troops, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad, right? When you get to rest your best troops, they get to rest theirs. And usually that last minute or so of a game, you find the 5-6 best players of each team on the ice battling it out, which makes it for an exciting finish. And we're excited to bring it to you here on Youth Hockey Hub. Stay tuned after the game. We'll announce our FVP, MVP of the game, as well as a short trophy ceremony, runners-up and champions, and MVP of the tournament, which is likely going to be a different member at this point than the game MVP. I think one of our game MVP's got to be Adam Kimbrell from Chaska-Chan. Got to think so. Shutout championship game. It's his big stage. You know what? Evan Villagomez has probably played just as well. He's made some amazing saves. So congratulations to both goalies on a wonderful game today. In front, Zemer shot. Villagomez covers it. Don't have to be a hockey expert to know what Scott Alexander told his team. The minute we get the puck to the red line or halfway through, Evan, you're coming out of the net. Here he comes, going for a long stretch pass. That's going to be icing. A little bit off the mark by Gabe Gallivan. He doesn't have his angle down yet. He banks that one off the glass. That thing's coming back. I mean, that's coming, not going to be an icing, and they'll be holding the zone. Villagomez will be out of the net. See if they can execute it this time. They win the draw. Stelgis, 1 minute to go. It's called off. Shot save, Villagomez. Into the corner. There's Zemer. He is a bulldog. That's the battling it down low. They're keeping it in the zone. They can't get it out. Very frustrating. Here's Zemer. Feeds one in front. Good chance for Schultz in front. That's Moore, excuse me. Now bringing out is Gallivan. Great pressure by Chaska at the end here. Now Nelson bringing it out. Here comes the goalie. Getting it in deep. 22 to go. Can Chaska hang on? They sweep it across to Zemer. Zemer on the hash mark. He flips it out, intercepted by Bush. 12 to go. Feeding it down low is Jensen. He's tripped, no call. Fed in front. They're gonna bash at it. It's in the net! From behind the net! With 5.4 seconds to go in the game, Osseo-Maple Grove ties it! Luke Giuliani sends this one to overtime. Wow! How did that one get in the net? And we will go to overtime, assuming neither team can score, and they can't. And for the second straight time, Chaska-Chan will need overtime to defeat their team as the Big Pumpkin. Have to read my rules here. I couldn't understand PA announcer Cole Youngworth. I'm pretty sure we're going to play 5-on-5, 5-minute running time, but I'm going to read it up really quick. Five-minute run time, 5-on-5. That's what they're going to play. Here we go, 5-on-5. The only way overtime should be played. Let's play real hockey, not pretend hockey. Here we go. Connor Stelgis slides it back to Gallivan. Gallivan to Plod, Plod to Giuliani. Giuliani backhands it into the zone, and the Leaf Birds will go to the attack. Down low, Zemer gets it out. Dumping in is Stelgis, they get a change. Sliding it back, here's Kleber. Kleber had the game winner in overtime to lift the Stormhawks to the Pumpkin title. Can he do it twice? Rink wide feed. Here comes Smith, crossing the line. 1-on-2, takes it wide, tries to feed it in front, holds it. Backdoor feed to Charchenko. Charchenko buries it into the zone. 3:51 to go. Battle along the hash mark, bringing it out. Here comes Moses. Can he part the Red Sea? Huh? And lead Osseo-Maple Grove to the promised land. Huh? He just got a line change, so probably not on this shift. Here comes Danny Nelson. Chases that Eulenkamp down, and he's going to get called for a trip. And the clock continues to run. Nelson will go to the box. So Chaska-Chan will be on the power play with about 2:50 to go as the clock continues to tick. There it is, 2:48. Good work by the clock operator to get that thing on there. Shot save, Villagomez cuts loose, wrap around. Chance for Brunder, goes just wide. Here's Moore on the power play. Eulenkamp with snow still on his jersey. And now Giuliani looking for the win right here. Leans in, goes wide, shot, goal! Luke Giuliani wins it for Osseo-Maple Grove. They end Chaska-Chan's 23-game winning streak to grab the Lumberjack title. What a play by Luke Giuliani. He's your FVP, MVP, and your tournament MVP here on YHH. Thank you for tuning in to today's game. I sure hope you were entertained. For Justin Moss, my producer and cameraman, I'm Tony Scott. Thanks for tuning in to today's game. Stay tuned for a short trophy presentation down at Center Ice.
shout out to the coaches and managers for putting this whole thing together. We've had a lot of exciting championship games in the history of YHH. This will go down in history as one of them. Luke Giuliani scores 5 seconds left in the game. Congratulations to the Chaska champ on that win today. Before we hand out runner-up and championship trophies, just say a couple words about a few players. It's really hard to pick out a few players from either of these teams. There have been so many great performances from both teams. First, I tip my hat to both goaltenders in this game today. The Chaska-Chanhassen side of on the world was the tournament leading scorer on another great tournament. Ashton Schultz, Corey Seaver, Ryan Portland, you guys are leading scorers, outstanding. I think one of the keys to your team is your blue line. It's just an amazing core of kids back there on the blue line for Chaska-Chanhassen. What a wonderful start to your guys' season. Starting 23-0, tip the hat to all the talent and great coaches on your team. Over on the Osseo side of the ice, obviously we talked about Luke Giuliani, but their defensive core with Gavin Anderson, Ian Gallagher, and Connor Snell, you guys were great. A huge shout out to David Coogan and David does some things that just don't get noticed out there. Everyone started noticing around David, great weekend. Danny Nelson, another great weekend for you as well, just to hammer out there and just take care of business. Easy choice for our tournament MVP. Please come forward, Coach Giuliani. Slight production error. Our runner-up trophy is in the lobby, so just, maybe play some music or talk amongst yourself for a second there. Chaska-Chanhassen, just please come forward and we'll hand you your trophy in just a moment. Please come forward. The managers from Chaska-Chanhassen, please come forward with your trophy. Now, the special presenter from the Stillwater Hockey Association, Big Red, will hand out the championship trophy for the Lumberjack Cup to this year's champions, 2018, Osseo-Maple. Please come forward with your trophy.
FVP Platinum batteries work. They're built to start, period. You know what works. FVP Stay Tuned works. Engine buildup doesn't stand a chance. FVP, reach for what works.